Okay, so we got Thursday night football tonight. It's another division game. Give it to me. We got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Both are 6-3. Both are in the race for first place in NFC West, the best division in the league. It's on tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. Let me give you a couple of insights because this is going to be a pretty good game like it was last time. Kyler Murray has more rushing touchdowns with 10 of them than the Seahawks as a team this season, which they have 9, which is a big deal. Which is a big deal. It goes to show you that the rushing game on the defense for the Seahawks isn't as good as you would think it is. And as for our recent struggles for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson has 10 giveaways since week 7, which is the most in the NFL. That's a big deal. All right, this guy in the beginning of the season was hailed to be the MVP of the league, and he's not playing like an MVP of the league. At least the last few weeks he hasn't. Um, I expect this to be a good game, especially from the last time they faced off. They went into overtime. They each scored over 30 points, almost 40 points respectively. And I think this is gonna be a great game. But Mario, I'm gonna tell you, man, I think this is in favor of the Cardinals. So give me the Cardinals on this one, man. I think the Cardinals offense has been showing off too much, and the Seahawks defense hasn't been doing anything late as of late. So I think this one's going to the Cardinals again.
Look, all right. Let me give it as some names. So the Seahawks guard Fuller, he is questionable. Tyler Lockett is questionable. Thorpe at corner is out. Quentin Dunbar at corner is out, which I'm pretty sure that's the guy involved. I'm pretty sure that's the no, I don't know if that was the dude involved in the robbery with Baker. I'm not sure, but that's not what the topic is. Pochich, the center, is out. Homer, the running back, is doubtful, and Shaquille Griffin, the corner, is out, and that's a big one right there. And despite all of that, I'm still gonna go with the Seahawks, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, Russell Wilson. Okay, he's probably one of the most professional quarterbacks in the NFL. He's probably one of the most biggest professional quarterbacks in the NFL. Arizona Cardinals went toe to toe with the Buffalo Bills, and they won off of a hail mary. And DeAndre Hopkins, I expect him to have a night. Ain't no doubt about that. I expect Kyler Murray to have good yards. No doubt about that. But you know what? I think in clutch situations, I think the Cardinals offense is better, and I really do think the Cardinals defense is better. But let me tell you why I think the Seahawks are going to win it. I think that the Seahawks offense is going to go toe to toe with the Cardinals offense, just like they did before. Except the only difference is instead of going into overtime and the Cardinals get the ball and win the game, I think Russell Wilson's going to take that ball with the last minutes in the fourth quarter. I think he's going to drive the Seahawks down that field, and I think he's going to win it. That's what I think is going to happen. Honestly, I can see this being a 4 point game. I can see the Seahawks winning by 4. I got the Seahawks winning this. I don't think these woes for Russell Wilson is going to continue. He's had one decent game against the Cardinals. He had one crappy game against the Bills. Now Russell Wilson, I think, is going to come back and show that why he's the MVP. I don't think the Cardinals are going to win this game. And not that the Cardinals are not talented. They're more talented than them in every aspect of the game. But here's the thing: if the Seahawks offense can go toe to toe with them, which I know the Seahawks offense can go toe to toe with them, if you give Russell Wilson the ball back with the last minute in the game, I got Russell Wilson winning that game. No problem. I absolutely have him win that game. Remember,
Like
they
as
beat him.
like as much as I need him to win because I got him on my second fantasy team, I still don't think he's gonna do it. I mean, I'm not trashing on Russell Wilson. I mean, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and he's definitely gonna be in the Hall of Fame when it's said and done. But I don't know. I mean, the Seahawks defense hasn't been performing. Let me give you let me give you some league rankings real quick. All right. Offensively, the Cardinals are first, and the Seahawks are fifth. That's without a question. They're one of the best offenses in the league. But the defense, let me go to the defense real quick. The rest of it doesn't really matter. I want to go to the defense. The Seahawks are dead last in terms of defense in the league. So here's how I see this. Right. You said how the Cardinals can go toe to toe with the Cardinals offense can go toe to toe with the Seahawks offense and vice versa. Well, see, here's what's going to end up happening here. The Seahawks defense needs to go one up with the Cardinals defense, and there's no vice versa with that because the Cardinals have a pretty decent defense, not the best in the world, but definitely way better than the Seahawks. That's for sure. So I I don't just see the Seahawks being a factor in this game. I think the Seahawks defense really needs to step up if they're gonna win this game. I still don't think they're gonna win this game, but I think if the Seahawks do win this game, the defense needs to show something because the defense has been absolutely lifeless the last few weeks, and that's not good. That's not gonna look good.
Absolutely. The Cardinals are the 16th defense in the league, right?
Yeah.
They didn't act like
Right.
that the first game. They didn't act like they did the first game with the Seahawks. That's what I'm trying. That's my point. Both their offenses are so much more powerful than the defenses itself. And honestly, 16th is not really something that it's you're halfway there for defense. Like so you're basically so Seahawks defense is definitely below average. Well, the Cardinals defense is average. It's as simple as that. And Russell Wilson can make average defenses look like crap. And Kyler Murray is definitely going to continue making the Seahawks defense look like crap, which is why I'm saying it's all about the offense. Now, if it comes down to Kyler Murray having the ball at the last minute in the game, I can't tell you what will happen. You know, like I really can't. He's too young, and even though he had that Hail Mary, and that's a great Hail Mary, don't get me wrong. I'm not trashing that at all, but I cannot tell you what will happen if Kyler Murray gets the ball back with a minute left. I can tell you though that and most likely, if Russell Wilson gets that ball with a minute left, he's ending that game. He's not going to let it go on overtime. And I'd be damned if Russell Wilson lets the Cardinals beat him twice this year. Like if that happens, then hey, it's Cardinals division, and the Seahawks better hope for a wild card. But this is the perfect game for the Seahawks to come back, show why they are one of the best teams in the league, and absolutely annihilate and absolutely end the game off against the Cardinals. Because I still think the Cardinals are on their high horse. You know, everybody's talking about this Hail Mary, and it was a great Hail Mary. But let me tell you something. You better get off that high horse quick because you're not going up against a young Buffalo Bills team. You're going up against Russell Wilson in that Seattle offense. And you're going and hey, even though the defense is not that great, it's all about, in my opinion, in my opinion, who has the ball left with the last minutes of the game.
All right. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. But yeah, we gonna see what happens. We got Thursday night football tonight, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. So make sure you tune in and see that. That's gonna be a great game.
Absolutely.